Alrighty, we are here. Hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It is Friday. It's been 7 whole days. We made it another 7 days, and that is worth celebrating. It's Friday. It's a weekend. It's gonna be good. It's exciting. Who works on the weekend? Yeah. Who works on the weekend? If you work on the weekend, I'm so sorry. Cause what do you even what do you live for? How do you, yeah. How do you do it? Because I hear Friday, I'm thinking, the angels is singing. I'm planning trips. I'm thinking all these things, but you got to work on Saturday. Does Friday even matter to you? Nah.
Working on the weekends kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
Unless it's something quick. Even then, I don't.
Even then, nah, I ain't about to do all that. Nobody trying to work on no Saturday, Listen, we don't work on days that start with S, okay? That's not what we do around here. There ain't but 2 of them, and I'm not working on none of them, all right? I'm not working on none. Okay, so.
But if you do, I'm about to say, we're privileged enough at this point. I guess Saturdays are just a no-go.
Yep. Even for me, Fridays is usually a no-go, but I do have to go into work today. So today is not one of those Fridays. I want to make sure that, are we live? It says connecting video on this screen. Okay, awesome. Well, I'll just leave that. Okay, I'll leave that there and I'll assume the best. But welcome to the stream. Welcome. I have a topic today that I actually saw on another podcast, but I want to go a little bit. They went one way with it, but I'm going to go a little separate way. So the general theme of that episode was hygiene habits. So they were going and just kind of they would give a point and be like, is this weird? This person does this thing. And we're going to discuss and see, is this weird or is this something that we can okay, I can see why you might want to do that. So is it too, are you getting into germaphobe territory where, okay, that's just not practical to do that or to worry about that versus, okay, no, that makes sense. Or even I do this myself. So I think that's very fun. I have a list pulled up here of hygiene habits that Americans specifically find weird that other countries do. Since the last week we talked about leaving America and not wanting to be here anymore, I figured it'd be fun to collectively, based on this website, this is what Americans find weird about other cultures and their hygiene habits. And then if we want to go back and do some of the other things, I like that too, because they had some really fun ones, how often do you do this? How often do you do that? I'm well, I do it this often. Is that weird or am I nasty or did I not realize what's going on? So I just thought it would be fun to just dive in and maybe we'll reveal some things about ourselves that we did not know. And we can collectively just kind of say, yeah, that is weird, or no, that's fine. So this website is themorningcarpool.com, and I don't have a date of when it was published, but I do like that name because it sounds really fun. Here it is, August 9th, 2004. So imagine a carpool in the morning. Imagine you have a job or something. I imagine Google, people that work at companies like Google or those big places where you can get a bus, a charter kind of situation. Imagine getting picked up and shuttled to your job. Wouldn't that make going to work just a million times better? If you had a chauffeur come and get you at your door, you don't got to worry about driving or traffic or the idiots on the road. I would go to work every day if you could come pick.
I was about to say, yes.
Come pick me up. Absolutely. Come pick me. And then I don't worry about being late. Oh, I'm not late. Yo, my driver was late. I was outside waiting for my driver. When he pulled up, I got right in the car. Matter of fact, he come out, open the car door for me. I would love it. Chauffeur me, baby. Chauffeur me.
Half and half. I don't know, because it depends on who you ride with, who I got to deal with while we on the ride.
Okay.
Me personally, sure.
Okay, well, maybe if you're the CEO, you might be able to get your own personal shuttle. It won't be a big bus. It's gonna be like a little small compact, but it is just yours. Just you gonna be in that seat. But if you want the company shuttle with the company bus, well, I don't know why you would want that. You know, it's a nice bus. Let's just put it that way. It's like a nice bus. You want to be on the bus.
It sounds nice overall. Okay, are y'all giving refreshments on the way? I'm just asking.
Maybe. Listen, we could maybe get some snacks. We could do some little some Teddy Grahams, you know, like anything that's like packageable. Yeah, a little bottle of orange juice, a little sippy, little what's that thing? The Capri Suns, you know, whatever. We could figure it out. But anyways, that would be nice. We don't have that around these parts, like good public transport where you can like take to work, like, and actually make it work. Like, I don't think America's designed that way, but what a world. Brittany says you had a chauffeur when you went to Disney World. Ooh, and wasn't that nice? Wasn't that just beautiful? Not having to worry about traffic or just none of that.
I was gonna say that must be so nice, because I also too, when you're traveling, just having someone drive, I feel like takes all the just all the angst and frustration and everything just out of you. Like you don't have to worry about that. People know where you're like trying to figure out where you're going. They already know like the roads, faster. Yeah,
I hate that.
You don't have to think about the frustration with people. Oh, it's lovely. It sounds very lovely.
And parking too.
That's smart, Brittany.
You gotta worry about parking. I gotta park that. Let me get out. I'll hop out. Bye. You take care of that. That's one of the things when I make it big, I'm getting chauffeured everywhere. I'm gonna send you a text, come and get me, less than 15 minutes, you be right here, and I'll text you when I'm ready to go. 15 minutes, you be right here. Come and get me. Come and scoop me up. Scoop.
I low-key think I would invest in a cleaner.
Yeah.
I think if I have to do anything, because it's like to clean, like it's no one does it like me, but it's also a chore. Cleaning bathrooms.
It is.
Like, I don't know who makes tubs the way they do.
Yeah.
But like, why do I have to break my back
every time?
Clean this tub?
Yes. Would you be willing to get over the hump of having strangers in your home? Because that's the only thing. That is a big thing that separates a lot of like hired help. Because a lot of people, when they get to a certain point where you can afford hired help, and actually nowadays it might not be that expensive. Like, you could hire someone to come and wash your dishes and clean your bathrooms and maybe only pay them like $25. Like, seriously, like that's how they have it set up. To where it's like, maybe you pay them hourly or by the room. I've seen posts on Facebook. They're trying to sell to me. They're like, we can clean your whole house for $48. And I'm like, dang, I got $48. Like, I really do have that.
I've actually looked at inquiries. They go by like the square footage of your house and what you want. And it was, to me, very affordable. Like, I think maybe $150
right.
or something. Anyway, like, I was like, oh, that's way less expensive than I like predicted it to be. But yeah, I don't know. My aunt also likes to clean, not like in a demeaning way, but girl, you want to come over here and clean? And
right.
I pay you. I pay for the gas for you to come down here.
And everything.
Do it and get back home. That or a chef, because cleaning and cooking is the most amount of time for me. And I'm tired of figuring out what to cook every night.
Right.
Like, that's just a lot for me.
I don't mind cooking at all, but for me, you don't have to clean my whole house, because I don't even need the whole house cleaned. Your job is the dishes. Your job is the dishes. Your job is to not wash, fold the laundry only. I will do the whole wash cycle. I will take it out, put it in bins for you, and then leave the bins somewhere downstairs. Your job is to fold all of that shit, and don't put it away. I'll put it away. You just gotta neatly put it into piles of the clothes that you think should go together. I don't even care if you mix the clothes. Oh, this is mine, this is AJ's. I'll sort all that out. Fold it. You fold all this stuff because I hate doing that. And then yes, you're gonna clean them bathtubs and you're gonna clean them the bathroom. That is where I need the most help, and that is the crux of my daily living. It hinders me every day. So when you see dishes, so when you come 3 times a week, because that's how much I'm thinking about it. When you come 3 times a week, you're gonna hit them dishes first. Anything in the sink, in the dishwasher, go in them cabinets. I'll show you where all the stuff go. You got that. Okay, next you're gonna hit them toilets. I got 3 of them, 3 whole bathrooms. So go ahead and check in. If it ain't too bad, hey, you get an easy day. If you start seeing them rangs, all the products and stuff is right there. You're good to go. And then that laundry, that's only like once a week, because I'm not washing clothes every single day. So that's only 1 out of the 3 days you got to do that. But maybe the trash too. Maybe you can take the trash out, because we got a lot of trash cans.
I'm already here cleaning.
Right. You might as well just go ahead and take that. Take it and go. Yeah. Yeah, Brittany says a cook. Yeah, a cook would be good. Hire someone to cook and clean, or maybe just cook.
Just cook. Just cook. Yeah, like Brittany just said, maybe just cook, because I think about it, because I have children. Like, I have people in the household. Like, we have to eat. So at minimum, I'm cooking at least breakfast every morning and dinner, typically. Right. So 2 times, I'm about to say 7. There's something that's 14 meals.
But cooking makes dishes, though. Cooking makes a mess. You gonna have them cook all that stuff and then just leave that mess for you to clean? Nah. Or they're gonna.
That should be included in the price. Or you bring the food here that you. I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, you gotta cook it. They gotta cook in your house.
Finding somebody you trust. How about that? The first part is finding someone you trust, because even though I talk about like for cleaning, my husband's very like, don't want nobody in his stuff. And I get that. I'm kind of like that, but when it's so much on our plates, right, baby, if I gotta pay for it, then so be it. Yeah. I used to be like that, but we have cameras like all around the house. So it's like, I would just spy on you if I feel the need. Like, let me just see what's going on here. Hang on a second. Let me just look. Let me just skim through this. Like, if I notice, but I feel like, honestly, if anything worse to go missing, God forbid, okay, I know it's you. Like, I know it's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the police, put in I'm a file, and they're gonna arrest you, because you're the only one that's been in this house. So you're the only person that it could be, honey. So where's my TV at? I can't remember if I was reading some article, and I don't remember what celebrity it was. I don't know if it was Dashing or whoever, but like they were suing their maids or whatever who had stole from them or something like that. And I was just like, yo, like, all they gotta do is get a job and get 1 lick. Yes. After that, they said, like, they're like, yeah, I got fired and maybe people are looking for me, but like, I got $50,000 worth of something that could take me far. Right. Ran off.
You see,
like, all it takes is 1 opportunity.
But that's when you're working for. I mean, who are you working for? Like LeBron James, honey. I don't have $50,000 worth of anything anywhere.
Definitely a celebrity,
right?
Yeah, they were definitely celebrities. So
go ahead and steal from me if you want to. You gonna be stealing like sand from the beach at that point, because listen, it ain't no value. You just wasting your time. Richie says dish with the dishes. Mama's belt makes sure you wash after you eat. We didn't have to start doing household chores, so we were a little bit older, I will say for sure. Like, I don't have many memories of like washing stuff when I was super, super young. And there was a time when we used to have to hand wash things, and then we convinced our mother to use the dishwasher instead. And then that made things a lot nicer for us. I was happier then. But laundry was something I've always done. I used to do laundry. I remember doing laundry like earlier in life than I remember ever having to do the dishes. Were not a thing that I like loathed as a child, but the laundry was. For me, anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I've always been a person that didn't like mess. So I think at some point I just naturally took those things on. Like, I would clean up the living room, or if things were on the floor, I would put things towards the wall and whatnot. Yeah. I don't remember when I started doing chores though, but I will say it is something that I think to a certain extent is instilled upon you.
Yeah.
I still don't like doing the dishes, but I can almost absent-mindedly do it now.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like I put on something on like a show or something to help me process go through it.
Right.
And 2, I'm trying to teach my kid now, even though she's 2, like if something spills, you get a paper towel and you clean it up. I'm cleaning up after you. Like you, if you ask to, and she'll, you know, it'll be half done, but it's the point of the purpose, like get into that mindset that no one's cleaning up after you.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick things. Like if you knocked it over, you're picking it up. It was a mistake. That's okay. Now go get the towel. We go get Windex or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, of course. That's funny. And you know what? That kind of segues a little bit into our topic for this morning. And I want to go back to one that you just said, which was where we were talking about washing clothes. Well, I guess I was talking about washing clothes. And that's one that actually is on this list. So some of the things that Americans can, so I have multiple lists here. The topic of this episode is that's weird, and it's hygiene habits edition. So we are basically going to be looking at, I think this might be like what's it called? Like something that we can do like other topics on, like, oh, that's weird, but make it like relationship edition. That's weird. A series. That's the word I was thinking of. Yes, I think it would be a fun series. But Americans are very, very high in on keeping things very, very clean. And in many parts of Europe, it is common to wear clothes multiple times before washing, unless they are visibly dirty or smelly. This practice might strike Americans as this practice strikes many Americans to be unhygienic. Europeans argue that it it conserves water and prolongs the life of their clothing. So, as an American, you wear your outfit. I have shirt, I have pants, I have underwear, and I have socks right now. If you were to be done with your day and take everything off, where's all that stuff going? What's the deal? How are you feeling?
In the hamper. The only thing that gets recycled for me during the day is like jackets. Okay. Like a hoodie. Okay. If I've worn it. Okay. My robe. Okay. Maybe my sweatpants, because they're not tight on my body. And the only reason I feel like they get recycled at this point is because I have kids and they're going to throw up or whatever, like wipe their face on your wood. Well,
it does say unless visibly dirty or smelly. So this is something that, let's assume in this mind that there are no stains and the shirt, for whatever reason, does not smell. Notably smelly.
I still put it in the hamper.
She says it still goes.
Body, and especially if I've left this house, it's going in the hamper. If it's been exposed to not my air, it's going in the hamper. I don't care. And me and my husband have actually went back and forth about some, but I mean, it makes sense, the preservation for clothes. Yes. With the water and stuff, but nope, this one.
Yes. I am kind of half and half. I'm half and half on this one, because some items, so here's the thing for me. Like this is my separation. I have pajamas, and then house. So I have clothes that I will sleep in, clothes that I will walk around the house in, and then if I need to leave, depending on how ridiculous my house clothes look, I can keep that outfit on, or I will have to change again because my house clothes is not suitable for outside, right? So the clothes that I sleep in, I will wear that over and over and over and over again. But this is because of another hygiene habit, which is I shower at night, almost exclusively at night. And I shower, for the most part, every single day. There are some rules to that, but we're getting into showering now, so it's kind of moving a course. But so when I go to bed, I am clean. I am fresh. I am clean. And these clothes that I have been in, I have only slept in them. And I'm not a super, well, sometimes I do get sweaty, but that's the only thing. So like, once again, sometimes I do sweat in my sleep, but sometimes I don't. So if it's like, oh man, yeah, like that was a hot night. Okay, yes, that'll go in the hamper. But if it's good, no sweat, no nothing, I'll keep it. I'll wear it again. I'll wear it 2 days, maybe even 3 days. And I sleep in like a big shirt usually. So it's a big shirt and some shorts or sweatpants. I like my sweatpants, things like that. And so when I take it off, I haven't done anything except sleep. And I went to bed clean. And I also like shower to keep my bed clean as well. And I don't get into bed with like jeans or outside clothes, like, or anything of the sort does not enter my bed area, because I want to keep my bed clean, which keeps me clean. I'm going in there clean. And the clothes, these are only my sleeping clothes, because when I wake up, I will take off my sleeping clothes and I will actually, like, once I make the bed, fold them up and they go underneath my pillow. They just boop, 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 under the pillow. You stay right there for my sleeping clothes, and then I'll put on my house clothes. So now after I take the house clothes off, even if I don't leave the house that day, the house clothes will go into the hamper. And especially if I leave the house and come back in, it's the moment, like you were saying, exposed to the outside air in any regard, when I come back, that's going to go ahead and go in the hamper so that I can be clean. And that's all, yeah, like regardless if it's got a stain or like to me it's dirty. So that's going to go ahead and go in there. So that's the only thing that I'll leave. I do agree with you on the robe as well. If you have like a bathrobe, I'm not washing that every day. I'll wear that again. And I also have it's like a house shawl, if you will. So I get cold really easily. So I have this one particular black sweater shawl thing that I will wear. And I don't wash that ever, really. I just keep it around. I mean, I do wash it, but it's always like, oh, it's yeah, you know what? It's about time I wash the old house shawl, let's get that in there too with the load. But it's not like I'm washing it every time I do loads or things like that. And yes, I agree with you on hoodies. AJ will wear a hoodie one day and take it off and put it in the hamper. No, why? There's no way, because usually when you have a hoodie, you have a shirt underneath. That shirt is taking all the stink for the hoodie. Is safe. The hoodie is fine. And a hoodie is like heavy material, and he does the same thing with jeans too. And I'm like, listen, boy, I don't know how much farts you're putting in them jeans to warrant them being washed every time you can wear jeans a couple times before you. Yes, you can. Yes.
I know, considering the condition, like the synopsis that you read or the snippet that you read, it makes sense how to preserve them.
Yes.
But do I do it? No, because also too, as a woman, like I got thighs, I got all that stuff going on down there. Like, I'm
my
a
gosh,
hot person.
Yes.
For me, once a day, and especially too, I feel like speaking of like weird hygiene habits, I definitely feel like since I've had kids, certain things about my body are completely different. Yeah. So like when you mentioned like sweating in your sleep, I sometimes do that now, and I've never done that prior to kids. Or like I could be doing nothing and my body just like, it gets overheated, and then when you get overheated, you get sweaty. So I'm like, why am I sweaty in certain crevices that I'm like, I haven't done anything. Yeah. So like for me, if I wear jeans, like they're going to get washed at this point, because my body is just doing all these things and I have to maintain. I have to maintain, and that's what we got to do. So for me, no, jeans are going in the washer like the first time I wear them. But my husband does that where he doesn't, and he's like, because the jeans like, hey, whatever, and I'm just kind of like, I'll still, because he'll fold them just like you with the pillow thing, and I'll just snatch them and put them away. I'll put them in the wash. He's like, where's my jeans? I don't know. I don't know. We're washing them.
I will say this. I think it's because I have so many different types of clothes. Like, and I know what the clothes, like, in my mind, I already know what clothes I'm reaching for. Cause like if I know I'm not leaving the house, I'll put these pants on because these are my house pants, you know? So I like my house pants. And then if I leave out the house and if I'm going to change out of my house pants, to me, I can just put the house pants on when I get back home, perhaps, or, you know, like, or I'll air them out and I'll wear them tomorrow in the house. Like, it's not that big a deal. I don't know. That's just, it to me is not that dirty. It's not dirty enough because listen, also I do all the laundry in our house. I'm not trying to wash every piece of clothing that I own every time I do the laundry. So for me, I can rationalize it down in my head because my fiance is going to make 10 times more laundry than I ever will because he don't care. Off in the hamper, off, everything. Take it. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm okay, sprinkles. Yeah, you take it with a grain of salt because it don't always go in the hamper. But it don't always go in the hamper. But yes, I particularly also too, when it comes, even my work clothes. Now this is a big one and you might not like this at all, but when I go to work, I wear scrub pants. So like if y'all don't know what scrubs are, doctors, nurses, people in the health field, they wear scrubs. I wear the bottoms of those. So the scrub pants. And then I normally would just have on a t-shirt, a normal t-shirt. And then I have on what's called a smock, which is a little jacket shirt with a zipper. It's like a shirt with a zipper. And it's like got this material that is quick drying. It's not cotton or anything. It's kind of like satin, but it's definitely not satin because it's way more breathable and it doesn't hold water. If you drench this material in water, it's dry in like 5 minutes. Like you just hang it out and it evaporates. It kind of has like a shower curtain effect. And so I usually work 3 days a week and I will wear the same pants all 3 days of that week happily. I'm good. I'm fine. When I take off my work clothes, I do a good little air out and I hang it up over top of my closet door. So it's just hanging there like the air is getting to it, okay? And then my smock that I wear, I'll hang that up too. I'll hang both of those up. That stays there. But everything else gets put in the wash. So undies go in the wash. I don't re-wear socks ever. So socks, they go in the wash. And then, and then my shirt, the t-shirt that I had on will go in the wash too. And this one is a little also controversial, but I usually wear like a sports bra. The sports bra, I might wash it, I might not. I might hang that up too and just put that, I might hang that up too because when I'm working, I personally honestly, I don't sweat all that much. Just in general, as a person, I'm not a sweaty person. The most times I will sweat is when I'm asleep and I'm like, whoa, man, like, was I working out? Was I bench pressing an elephant? Like, where'd it come from? But even in my day to day, I don't sweat. I'm working with my dogs and everything. Most thing that gets on me is like dog stuff. So hair, I get a lot of hair all over me. Like I'm working with water all the time, all that stuff. And like dirt, debris, sure. But my smock keeps like most of that stuff like protected. And then I just take it off. And, you know, like I said, it's a nice material, so it's good. But for everything else, I'm like, no, I'll just hang it up, let it air out. I'm going back to work tomorrow anyhow. I'm gonna need, and I also don't have that many of the particular sports bra because I have 4 of them and I only wear them to work. They're my work sports bras, specifically only for work. I don't wear them anywhere else. So it's like Monday, Tuesday, I have work back to back. I will wear the same pants, the same my smock, and then usually the same sports bra too, and I'm good to go. I will change my shirt though. I always change my shirt, always change my undies, and I always change my socks. Those all things are, to me, it's dirty in my mind.
Fair point though.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna agree with you. I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I think you made a fair point though. It depends on the kind of clothes that you're wearing. Because I agree with you when it comes to like uniform. Like when I worked at Target, the same shirt probably is going on. It's been aired out. Same pants are probably, because it's not like I have a surplus of that thing.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm at work anyway. I'm gonna get dirty or whatever's gonna happen to me anyway. So it's not like it really matters too much. But for like personal wear, like those things, like I'm going to take I'm going to take that extra step of washing and everything like that. But work stuff or uniforms that they don't give you a lot of anyway. They might give you 2 like work shirts or whatever. And then you're just like, well, I'm gonna have to make do. Like, you know what I mean? And
it's fine. Like,
pay $50 to have, or whatever, how much money to have a surplus of this thing. Just work. I don't want to be here anyway. Like,
that's the thing.
That makes sense. You saying that just prompted it for me. I agree with that.
And for me too, it's like, well, I'm gonna just be working with dogs again anyway. What's the difference? It doesn't matter. And especially now for me, I work alone. So Richie made a point that says that he believes if you smell a bit of stench, then it's time to take a shower and swap that outfit. Which is another thing on here. Body odor was the next one, kind of connected to the showering one. And so this specifically says that in parts of Europe, it is more accepted to embrace natural body odors rather than mask them with deodorants and perfumes. So I don't...
Preposterous.
I don't agree with that at all. No.
I don't want to smell no type of body odor.
I don't either.
Like, it's a difference between smelling like outside, and y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Your parents at some point told you smelled like outside.
Yes.
Is it different from smelling like outside and just smelling like funk?
Yes.
Or like did you put deodorant on?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. I'm 100%. I agree with you. Not this post. I do agree. And this one, you know what? I will tie into the showering situation, because I am very curious here, because I will say that typically I don't shower every single day, but it's usually like, when it comes to when I'm working and when I'm not working is very definitive of when I take a shower. So if I go to work, yes. When I get home, I'm taking that shower. If I'm like, because I shower at night, right? I shower at night. I go to bed clean. My wake up. And now I don't have to go to work in the morning the next day. And let's just say I don't leave the house all day, because there are days where I don't leave my house. I stay in my home and I'm perfectly happy in my home all day long. I probably won't shower that day. Why? I ain't done nothing. In my mind, I haven't done anything to warrant a shower. Like what did I do? Like nothing. I'm chilling. So if that's the case, then I'll miss that day, and then I'll go the next day. And if I'm going to work, then yes, for sure. But I'm not going over 2 days. So it's only the one. Like if let's say I'm off for 2 days, on that second day, we're going to get that shower in, right? Because that's for me where the line will cease for at that point. And I don't like to smell. I'm super self-conscious of smell. And if I smell something, I'm like, oh no, like immediately I'm just uncomfortable. I feel like the whole world can smell me, and I just can't have that kind of anxiety. Yeah, I can't. No, thank you. No, thank you. But it is time. And I don't think masking, like it's like, I don't.
Masking is such a strong.
Yeah, word. That's weird.
Like they make it seem like us trying to hide. No, we're doing prevention so we don't get to that point.
Right.
So it's prevention.
Right.
Not masking.
And I feel like if you are funky and you're trying to cover it up with some perfume, which hey, we've all done when we were 16, maybe.
Gosh, remember like the locker rooms? Like, oh my gosh, because guys. I don't know why they even do this, but I think, didn't we have gym like our first period of the day?
In the morning.
Oh my gosh. And so you would smell because when we were it wasn't common to like use the locker room showers.
Yeah.
We had them, but we didn't use them. So it's like girls just like masking smells and like spraying. And I was just like, why would you? And I can't even imagine for boys because the Axe spray and about to choke as they walk past you. But like, who thought it was a good idea to put PE as the first subject of the day for people to like have to navigate through?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. But I'm kind of on the same page with you, Monique, as far as like showering. But I will say that for me, it's not, I'm not going to say there's no routine, but it's so up and down for me because honestly, I bathe one of my children like every other day because she's a toddler, doesn't really go outside, whatever. But I also bathe like my younger child. I bathe him every day because of like he has skin stuff going on. So like, by the time I bathe two other human beings that are not myself,
right,
I'm going to crash. Like sometimes I don't have the energy to bathe myself.
A third body.
Yeah. So if I don't stink, baby, I'm just going to crash. I'm going to bed. However, if I'm leaving out this house, we have to take a shower. It's one thing, God forbid, if I have a smell and I'm in my home. It's another thing if you're smelling while you out in like the community.
Right.
That's a no-go for me.
Not the community. Yes, I do agree.
Yeah, that's kind of how we talk in the field. Like if I'm out in the community amongst the public, absolutely not. You will smell goodness coming from me. You will not smell me struggling.
All this stuff. Yeah, I feel you. Richie says that it's safe to say that men give out stronger body odor. With all respect, I've been around many women that have been sweaty and you hardly notice the smell. This is true. I agree with this. I think it's about the tolerability of it all. I can't tolerate man stink. I can't tolerate young adults stink. Teenagers stink, okay? Y'all smell nasty. No, thank you. But I will say that I was at David's Bridal and I have worked in the veterinary industry for a very long time. And the veterinary industry is predominantly women. And usually us women are handling and wrangling these big old dogs, ripping and running, going all around the field, doing all this stuff. And when I was at David's Bridal, once again, mostly women working there, they're running around, grabbing dresses, putting them on, taking them off, doing all this stuff. You smell female odor all the time when you work around them. Does it bother me? Not as much as man stink. So
let me say this too. Is it that or is it female like pheromones? Because
I don't know.
I feel like we have I feel like there's a different smell. Like it's almost like I don't want to say sweat, but it's like I smell a woman.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know.
Maybe that is a piece of it too.
Maybe it could be.
I smelled that at David's Bridal.
Yeah,
and we're in two different locations.
Yes, and so it's just like there's something in the air. I don't know, but it's I'm gonna stay. Right, I'm gonna stay. I'm in it. I'm here. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta get out of this elevator. But like, it's like, it smell like female out here. Yes, I smell something out here.
But you know what, too? As we were talking about this, it made me think about like, I also think depending on what you eat can determine like your bodily secretions and odors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but when you think about it, like in Europe too, like they eat completely differently than we do.
This is true.
For them, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe for them, their natural smells a little bit different than it does for us because we fry everything.
Yeah.
We jump.
A bit less processed. a bit less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe that's also something.
Yes. The sweetness. It's the sweet sweat. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
I hear you. I do think male body odor in general is just a lot more strong and potent.
Yeah.
It's definitely there.
That's true. Okay. Ooh. The next one, actually, you know what? I want to do this one because it ties into the last one. Towels. We talked about our robes. Talked about robes. Now, is this bathrobe versus walking around the house robe, or because I only have a bathrobe and I rarely use the thing, and even then, I only put on my bathrobe after I have already toweled off. So my bathrobe is usually, I'm in the bathroom, the door is nice closed, so it's nice and steamy. I will dry myself with the towel so there's no water left anywhere on my body. And then to to preserve my supple skin from the cold that is just outside beyond that door, I will go ahead and slip on my bathrobe, because I don't like to put on my clothes when the bathroom is still steamy. I actually hate that. I hate it so much. Trying to get dressed in a sauna is not the move, but also trying to get dressed in the Antarctica that is the AC'd house is also not the move. So my middle ground, I get all the water off and I slip my bathrobe onto my clean and dried body, and then I will walk out into my bedroom, and then I can adjust. The temperatures can adjust a bit, so I then feel like, okay, now I can take off my robe and get my clothes on, because the temperatures have like equalized a bit, you know? So the bathrobe, I don't think I've ever, maybe one time since I've bought it, I've washed the bathrobe itself, because once again, for me, it's clean. I'm putting on a robe that has only touched a clean body. So to me, it can't be dirty in my mind. But that towel, I want to know how often we're washing that towel. Or at least, or maybe not washing, but at least how long until you change out and cycle to a new one, I'll say. Because usually you have like many, you got a couple towels in your house, right? So.
Yeah. First of all, that bathrobe thing, mine is used for everything. So like, for me personally, I don't have like a difference in my bathrobe. But surprisingly enough, my bathrobe, I don't put it on after taking a shower. Like that's my bathrobe for me, because it's like a plush big red one that you probably seen on my lesson learned. Right. I actually wear that around the house because I'm cold. So I use that as a
so that's your house shawl. I get it. I have a house shawl too. Very good.
Yeah, so I use that as kind of like my jacket or the catch-all for anything that these children throw at me. But so that is what that is used for. Because you were like bathrobe and a robe. I was like, girl, mine's used for the same thing. Yes. But not when I got the shower. Just throwing around the house when I don't want to wear certain clothes or if I'm cold. But as far as towels go, my towels at the maximum. Right? Yeah, maybe at the maximum. Yes. Minimum? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they at least get washed every week. Yeah. I don't play about towels. Like, cause they start to get funky. You know, you lay your towels down, like they might not air out all the way, so now it's got that stinky water smell. No, my towels get washed every week because I wash clothes every week, so I gather up everything and I start snatching. And even my husband gets mad because he's like, "Where's my towel?" I'm like, in the washer. Right. Just get another one. He hates that I don't replace it. So when he goes to take a shower, he's like, "Where's the towels?" I'm like, "They're gone. I took them because we're washing them." Right. I feel it. Yes. At least weekly. And if it looks dirty after that, then we're just snatching and changing it. And
just taking it. Yes. I would say it's pretty similar. I don't change my towel every day. Richie is a king amongst us. He is a king. But I love that. Yes. If I had that many towels, if I wasn't so scared of doing laundry all the time, I maybe would consider, maybe slightly. But I do agree. Here's the thing. I will switch my towel if I discovered that AJ has used my towel. When it's easy to tell, it's very... So if I am the only one that has been using my towel, I will maybe... about a week. I would say it's probably fair to say that because usually when I'm gathering up the clothes to wash, like Ashley, I usually will wash once a week for the most part. I'm also the kind of person that I have big tubs. So I have a hamper in my bathroom that's like 3 feet tall. And then I have 2 big hampers in our bedroom, one on my side and one on AJ's side. So and also there's a hamper in the laundry. You can also put dirty clothes there. So there's 4 places in my home where I will allow dirty clothes to exist. I don't wash clothes until all 4 bins are full. So I don't wash clothes until all 4 of those bins are full, because in my mind, wear what you got. Find something else to wear. You don't need that one shirt wear something else, right? It's dirty, leave it in there. So if I need to cycle out a towel and it's full. So I don't wash them all the time. We do have enough to kind of get through those 4 bins. But yes, after that week, we're going to get a new towel. But if AJ has used my towel, I don't even want it. I don't want it anymore. Get it out. New towel.
How do you do that? Like,
I don't know.
Like, did you use my towel? And he's like, oh, I don't know. Or that was my towel. Like, how do you do that? Because to me, as soon as you touch it, it's contaminated. I don't want it.
Contaminated.
It's like to using my toothbrush to me. That's freaking weird.
Yes.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
My towel.
Yes.
It upsets me quite. And I even got to the point, guys, for me, I'm sorry, I'm just so passionate about it.
Yeah, go.
Like, you know, some people, they hang their towel like on the like railing up like your curtain or whatever, like up there.
Right.
Some people have like the towel rail right in front, like right beside the shower. And then some people also have like the hooks behind the door.
Yes.
My towel will be on the hook behind the door. His towel will be on the towel rack or above the shower, and somehow you still grab my towel that's all the way on the towel rack.
And it's hidden.
Wring your neck.
Yes.
It's my towel. You missed 1, 2, and went to 3.
Yes.
To take my towel. And it's like, we have different color towels.
Yes.
So my thing is, if you had a gray towel yesterday, why are you grabbing a white towel today?
Yes.
You had a towel.
You had a gray one. Yes.
Yes. I can't.
This happens too. This is another one for me. Is I don't know if everybody uses washcloths. Some people do, some people don't. I've kind of been teetering a little bit. I used to be very much so on one side of the fence, and now I find myself moving to a totally other side of the fence. And it's mostly because of my skin. I 100% think that a lot of the reasons why I have these bumps and stuff like along my skin is because I use cheap washcloths. And I wondered if growing up, had I used more expensive, more higher quality, or if I just didn't use a washcloth at all, would I have these marks on my skin? My skin is very reactive, and I don't like a lot of like abrasive stuff on my skin. So I wondered if growing up, had I had just washed my body with soap and my hands, could I have saved myself from some of the things that I'm experiencing? Because now I use a washcloth on my face. I have one for my face and I love it. I do a good job on my face. As far as my body goes, I'm taking that soap. I'm washing myself with the soap. I'm going in. It's also only my soap because AJ, we have 2 soaps. We have the bar and then we have the liquid soap. He likes the liquid soap and he likes to use the washcloth and do the everything, but he only uses one washcloth for his whole body. And for me, I'm like, that's, once again, if you're in the water, in the shower, you're probably like wringing out the washcloth, getting it wet. And there is something to be said about using something to wipe your body also kind of cleans in a way, sort of speaking, because you're kind of like using soap. It's abrasive action. You're wringing it out. You're getting it re-wet and all that is fine, right? So that's okay. But before, I would exclusively have one washcloth that's only for my face and then one washcloth that's only for my body if I felt the need to use one. And that was like very important to me, that you don't use my washcloth. So
100%. I agree.
That's the only thing for me nowadays. And that's like, I don't know, that's just how it is now. It's kind of changed over time because now I'm more or less, I just kind of want to protect my skin a bit more. I just feel like maybe if I use like higher quality washcloths, it would be fine. But the abrasiveness for me is just like too much. It's almost like, yeah, I don't need all that roughness on my skin. Like I don't know. I feel like I clean myself just as well with that I would without. I don't know. How much dirt are you trying to get off of your body? I'm confused, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I've never thought about that with like the quality of washcloths, but the quality of washcloth I think definitely matters.
Yeah.
I don't like too plush of a washcloth to wash my body because then I feel like everything's gliding off of me and I'm not able to get the dirt. So I do kind of like the medium, like a little bit of abrasive just to be able to scrub it off, but it's still not, it's not like nails scratching on my back.
Yeah,
like, get the dirt.
To scrub it away.
Those type of washcloths where, like they have those washcloths that have like holes in it, and it's more like a, I don't want to say it's like a sponge, but it is like it tries to get it's there to get the dirt off of you. And my husband likes that kind, and I'm just not like, that's gonna scrape up my body. I feel like an alligator.
That's me too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't
know. I feel you on that.
But yes. That's a fun one. That's gonna close it for the shower one. We're leaving the bathroom now. Matter of fact, we're leaving the whole house. We're going outside. We are going outside, and now we are coming back inside of the house. What do you do with your shoes?
Oh, my shoes don't go past our foyer, like a walkway. We don't. And I'm also too like. We're part of the African household, right? So we're Black and we're African in this household. We do not track our shoes in the house. We have house shoes for in the house, and then we have the outdoor shoes. They do not go past like our foyer when we walk into our home.
Okay.
I wasn't raised that way.
Yeah.
However, my husband, when I met him, he was like, yeah, like I don't do that. And he was living by himself. And I'm like, okay, Mr. got saved. Right. And that's what we adapted.
Okay.
What about you?
I was raised that way. My mother did not allow shoes in the house ever. And actually my mom, we didn't even come in the front door. She wanted her front house door area spotless, clean and pristine. And also too, any area of the house that shoes were going to be worn in because you just had no choice. There was a mat, there was a rug, there was a carpet. You guys ever seen them clear plastic rugs that got the little teeth at the bottom of it, the pleats that go into the carpet? We had those everywhere. That anywhere where like you would walk in the door, if you had to go to the front door, there was a pleated carpet, the plastic carpet right in front of you, because you're not walking on the carpet with the shoes. And a lot of old houses back in the day, they didn't have like a foyer area. It was just open the door, carpet right there. You know, there's no little tile and stuff. A lot of apartments are like that too. But growing up, we came into the garage. So we had a side door. We go in through the garage, and then you take your shoes off at the garage door, leave them dirty shoes right there, and then you could walk into the laundry room and then go into the house. There's no reason for your shoes to ever need to. Yes, and I love that. Growing up now, I love when the garage is attached to the laundry room for that very reason. And there's a door. This house that we live in now doesn't have a door to the garage, and that is just luxury that you don't understand you need. You don't know you need a garage. No, there's no door leading like outside, because the garage door is outside. So we have a garage door, but not like a door that you can open up with a handle. Yeah. So that keeps the house very clean. I wear house shoes because my feet get cold, and also I don't think I was barefoot enough as a child, because me being barefoot gives me so much anxiety. Look, I have socks on right now because just the thought of being barefoot. Yes. See, the thought of being barefoot anywhere except the beach is just unacceptable for me. I can't have my toes out. And also, so I will 100% always have socks, and especially if I'm downstairs, because there's no carpet downstairs. 100%. I have many different types of house shoes that I will wear in the house, only in the house, and I love it. It's great. It does, obviously, the reasons behind it, which I have this post pulled up here that says, in many Asian cultures, removing your shoes before entering the home is a strict hygiene practice to prevent dirt and germs and other contaminants from contaminating the living space. Some Americans are accustomed to wearing shoes indoors and may view walking around the house in socks or bare feet as unsanitary. So bare feet, I can agree with you. I don't work anywhere bare feet, and houses get collect dirt too, but I tell you what, they'll collect a lot less dirt if you stop wearing your shoes around the house. That's the thing. So I think dirt is inevitable. We have a dog, so he don't wear shoes. He come in, he go, whatever. But I will say this, when we vacuum our upstairs, that vacuum has barely anything in it. It's got like shed hair from us and maybe like lint from the dryer and some dog hair because I wash my laundry room is upstairs. I gotta go upstairs to wash clothes and I wash my work stuff and whatever. But the vacuum is not full, not even a little bit. It doesn't even look like I vacuum, right? I take that vacuum downstairs and we don't even have carpet downstairs. It's just the floor and it full to the brim with dirt and all this stuff, you know, the vacuum stuff that gets in there. And we don't even wear shoes in the house. And there's still, so the amount of dirt that would be there if you just tracked all that stuff through your home. Oh no, baby, just throw the whole house away at that point. Like, you don't know what you stepped in. You don't know what you're tracking in. Like, it's dirty out there. Oh my God, I can't.
I agree with you because even looking at our floors, like our floors are like a cream. First of all, in my house downstairs, we are primarily, also we don't have carpet. There's only out of the maybe 4 rooms, dining room, kitchen, living room, family room, office, out of all of those rooms, we only have carpet in 2 rooms. And so like carpet, which I actually like, I don't want carpet because stuff sticks to it. I got kids, they're gonna put stuff. I don't need all of that.
It's hard to clean.
But I will say, because we don't wear shoes in the house, like I can steam clean our carpets right now and that water would not be like, oh my God. Like, and we've been here for a minute. Actually, I can't remember when's the last time I steam cleaned this room. I would say maybe like 2 years ago, and it still looks fine.
It's like, fresh.
It looks fine. I can vacuum and you can be like, oh, like it doesn't need to be steam cleaned. And that's because we don't wear shoes in the house. I also wear house shoes, but that's because we don't have carpet. We like our foyer is like a stone. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely hard.
It's something,
It's like a linoleum. I don't even know what that is either, but it's harsh on my feet for me as I got older. So I got orthopedic shoes. Like, I'm still old at this point, but it feels like my feet
comfy.
on clouds.
Yes. I'll even take it a step further, you guys. I have shower shoes. I have so much anxiety about. So another thing too, like, so okay, before I get back to the shower, because I forgot about the shower shoes. I left the bathroom, but we're going back. But look at her face. she's waiting for it. So before I go back to the shower shoes, any area of the house that has a door leading outside the house has a rug. I have held on to that from my mother's teaching. So the doors to our house, we have a sliding back door. That back door has a big rug that covers the entire length of the door. So there's no way you can walk from the backyard into my house without your shoes hitting that rug first. That's the point of that rug. That rug gets dirty because that rug leads outside. But you take your shoes off on that rug and then you can walk in the rest of the house. Same thing, the front door. Front door has 4 carpets, 4 runner rugs that line that entire area. So when you walk in the front door, the feet don't even touch the ground and you have plenty of time to take them daggone shoes off. And then the last door is the one through the garage. So our garage door opens up and then it leads to the door to the house that leads directly to the kitchen. And I don't like that. The only thing about that I like is that getting groceries in the house is super, super easy. But I hate that the garage is attached to my kitchen. I just don't like it. But that's just how it is. But I got another rug that is in that, because the second you walk into that garage door, it's my pantry. And then my fridge is like right there, just right there near all that through traffic and in and out. And I just don't want my food in my fridge to be just so accessible to the outside world. I don't know, but I've gotten over it. But yes, there's a rug there too. So, and I'll take my shoes off on that rug. So that's like the way to keep the rest of the house clean. And even like if we're getting ready to go, we put our shoes on the rug area, and then I forgot my whatever upstairs. Oh, well, take them shoes off and go up there and get it, right?
That's the worst part.
Yes.
Like, yeah, if we're one still upstairs, we're screaming, "Can you get my blah blah?" Because especially if you putting on some shoes that you had to strap on as a girl.
Nope.
Like some boots that I gotta
never again.
Go back.
Never again.
Very seldomly, I would say that. I'd be like, nope, I gotta run real quick because I'm late or whatever.
Right.
Very seldom. But then we literally say you have to vacuum that carpet now because like you were on it when you come back or whatever. Yeah. We don't play that here.
Yep. I just don't like it. To me, I agree with the Asians on that one. I don't find that weird. I find that very reasonable. It makes sense, and it does 100% keep your houses cleaner. But hey, if you want to clean your floors every single day, because you will see the tracks, it's going to be a distinct brown. You're going to see it. So if you feel like mopping your floors every day, go ahead, be my guest. But that's not just how I want to live. But I have a thing about my feet touching things that I don't like. I don't like my feet to touch the floor of my shower. And I know I clean my shower. It's my shower, but I just don't like it. And what's even worse than that is I don't like when I get out the shower having to put my feet on the bath mat. If there's no bath mat, that's just hell. I'm just gonna have a panic attack if there's no bath mat. If there is a bath mat, my brain is subconsciously better, but I'm still not feeling it, right? I'm still like, I don't like that. I don't want to touch it. So I have these pink little shower shoes that I keep them in a special part right by the bathroom door. So what I do is I'm going to take my shower, get my clothes off. I have my house shoes on, or I'll take them off because honestly, if I'm on the carpet, I feel better. If I'm dry and on the carpet, I feel better about having my bare feet on the carpet. That's fine. So I'm going to go in the bathroom, look to my right, grab my shower shoes, put them on the floor of the bathroom, step in to my shower shoes, then go ahead, take my shower. The shower shoes are wet. So after I'm done, I stand up on one foot and I shake the water off in the shower, and then I put it out of the tub, like on the floor, and then I'll step into that, and then I'll shake the other shoe off, and then I'll put it down and I step into that. So that way I'm still in my shower shoes. My feet have not touched anything in the bathroom. And then I will proceed to towel myself off. And then remember the robe? I'll grab the robe and I'll put the robe on, open the door, step out of my shower shoes onto the carpet. Okay, and now we're good to go. And then I'll look to my right again, put my shower shoes back up on the little thing because they're dry, they're clean. Put it right there. For the next time, I'm gonna go ahead and take my shower. Well, this is only for shower. It's for showering. Yes.
So the way I conceptualized what you said before you actually explained what you do.
Yes.
I thought when you said shower shoes, like these are shoes that you put on when you get out of the shower, so that your feet don't touch the ground. But actively showering with the shower shoes. Yes. That just put me off.
It's both. It's both of them. It is both. I use them for both, and it's only when I'm about to shower. If I'm just going to the bathroom to pee, I have my house shoes on, and I don't reach for the shower shoes to go to pee. I don't do that. Or to in the morning to brush my teeth. I don't do that either. I have my socks. I'm never barefoot. I'm almost never barefoot, but that's fine. But when it comes to my shower and I would say bare feet in the bathroom, I can't do it. I just can't. Where are my shoes? I feel like I have anxiety if I can't have my shower shoes on. I can't do it.
Interesting. I've never known that about you.
Yeah.
They're very intricate.
They're pink. They're cute. They're super, and they're plush. Very nice. Very comfy. Very good.
Okay. But everybody has doing what is in your comfortability, and also too, you never stunk to me, so obviously it's working for some.
I like it. It's very nice.
How do we do one more?
Yes.
Obviously, I never really thought about it.
Okay.
what things that we actually do.
Let's do this one, because I think this one is really going to shake a lot of people. Brushing your teeth. Now, let me read you what other countries do first, and because it might shock you, okay? Now, in countries like India, the dirtiest country in this planet, might I add, it is common for one to brush their teeth after each and every meal. While Americans typically brush once or twice a day, the idea of carrying around a toothbrush and using it in public restrooms might seem odd or excessive, but other cultures see this as a key way to maintain oral hygiene.
Other countries only washing our clothes every day, brushing teeth every day. Be consistent with your hygiene. Okay?
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. I will say, I think I'm the average American. I don't brush my teeth after every meal.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, but I understand. I see why it sounds great. You should do that. I don't think there should necessarily be a problem with that.
Yeah.
The fatness in me is kind of like, but then the taste of my teeth. You brush your teeth and everything. You don't want to put anything in your mouth.
Not the fatness. Yes.
It tastes good anymore. Like if you brush your teeth and if you don't wait like 20 minutes or whatever and you drink orange juice or you eat food, it's disgusting. It doesn't taste good. So
yes.
all of my food out of my mouth at this point. So
yes, and I don't want it.
I don't know how I feel about that. Even though it's
interesting. Yes.
But I will say on average, I brush my teeth every morning. That is not a negotiation.
Yeah.
Nighttime, I would say could get better.
Could we? Yeah. We could do better.
I take care of everyone else.
Yeah.
I do neglect myself sometimes. So
I feel
a lot
you.
of my hygiene practices is contingent upon my kids' hygiene practices, which I'm like, y'all get more than me. I make sure my kids
do everything.
Morning and night. I'm about to say they got showers. I'm making sure I put lotion on their face before they go. I put so much energy into them that I don't have that extra time that I used to have.
Yeah.
Getting myself together. Or I just don't want to do it. Quite frankly.
Right.
So brushing my teeth in the morning is definitely C. Brushing my teeth in the morning, something I definitely do.
Yeah.
Nighttime, say 40-60.
Right. We're getting there. The ratio could be a bit better. I got you.
Yeah, we could get better, but it sounds excessive, but it sounds good. But that's kind of where I am.
Yeah.
What about you?
I am the same. I have recently gotten a lot better about brushing at night as well. And the thing that gets me is sometimes I don't get home until 9 p.m. And then as soon as I get home, I have a whole list of things that I have to do. And that list will take me all the way up until midnight. And I am tired a lot of the time. So sometimes I just don't want to. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Yeah. So that feeling washes over me a lot. But if the thing about me is I'm a nighttime snacker, and that's my crux, because I have forced myself to say, because I will lay in bed and I will eat snacks in bed, and I love it. I'll watch my TV, but if I'm eating a snack, I gotta get my butt up and I gotta brush my teeth. So that is the only thing that I will say. If I don't snack before bed, them teeth probably not gonna get brushed. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm really not gonna hold you. But once again, the big backy in me, if I'm snacking on snacks right before bed, my last thought is, girl, you gotta, and it's like the trade-off. If I'm gonna snack in the sheets, I'm gonna get up and brush my teeth. Like, that's just the trade-off.
Okay.
That's right. So that's the thing for me. Richie says, I only got time for twice a day. I only got time for twice a day of floss and use, and one thing I forgot is lots of mouthwash. I actually don't like mouthwash. I hate mouthwash. Like, I feel like I do it wrong because, like, I will use mouthwash and then I'll rinse my mouth after. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but I don't like the one that we have is like hydrogen peroxide based because the alcohol one is apparently it's not good for you. Yeah, you're supposed to use the.
No, I'm saying they have that?
Yeah, well, the Crest, it's like Crest hydrogen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's hydrogen peroxide, and it doesn't burn, but it foams. Like, it makes this foaminess in your mouth, and then it just coats everything. And I'm just like, I don't want it. I don't want nothing. So after, I will rinse my mouth, like I'll rinse out the mouthwashness, the residue out of my mouth too, because I just don't like it. I don't like the taste. I don't like any of that. So that's where I'm at with that. I'll tell you this. When I had braces, that was the only time in my entire life where I had to carry around a toothbrush and literally brush my teeth after every meal, and also get them little floss thingies out too if I ate a food that I wasn't supposed to eat, or if I ate chicken. I don't know who designed chicken and braces to be together, but it's just nastiness. It's just all kinds of, and I love chicken. I love it so much. But that was the only time where I would have to carry around a toothbrush. I will say that I knew a person that I worked with. She was very conscious about her oral health overall. She would brush her teeth after every meal, and she would even carry around a water bottle. Because the only thing with like the post said, Americans find it strange to go into a public bathroom to brush their teeth. Because yes, I would not. I don't know what it is. It's just my mind.
I'm not putting my toothbrush under a spout that I did.
Right. Exactly. I don't know what it's water. I don't know what pipes. I don't know. This water is meant for. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't trust that. Like, I trust a house. Like, I'm in a hotel. Like, I know it's maybe an irrational thinking, but yeah, the idea of brushing my teeth in a hotel bathroom, that, like, in my hotel room, that's the same water probably as you're getting in like a bathroom at, I don't know, a restaurant or whatever. But some folks are just like, that's a little weird. So she was that kind of person too, because I was talking to her about it, and I was like, is that a toothbrush? Like, it was after lunch. She was walking around with a toothbrush in her hand, and I'm like, why do you have a toothbrush? She's like, oh, so I can brush my teeth. And I was like in the middle of the day, like it's noon, like. And she was like, oh yeah, well, like, I don't like to have, and she said the opposite. I guess she's not a big bag. She a small bag. Cause she was like, I don't like having the residue or the leftover of my lunch on my, she says, like, she was like, I feel like I can feel the residue in my mouth, on my teeth. I just don't like it. So she likes that fresh mouth feeling, and she feels like when she eats food, it takes away from that fresh mouth like feeling. So she had her toothbrush with her little toothpaste and a bottle of water that she would go to the bathroom and then brush and then spit and then use the water, which I could maybe get behind that, because the idea of using public water from a public bathroom, that kind of grosses me out. But if I got a bottle of Dasani right here and I got my toothbrush with a little toothbrush cap on it, take the cap off, why not? Why not? I don't see, if I got time, I don't have time, not at all, not ever, but maybe, So I did know one person who at my job who did that, and I caught her, and I was like, I had to ask, I was like, why do you have a toothbrush? I mean, obvious reasons are obvious, but I had never met a person that just brushed midday before or after every time she eats. That's what she said. After every time she eats, and no matter what it is, she's brushing afterwards. I'm like, wow, that is, your mouth must love, your dentist and mouth must love you. Your teeth must be like them teeth on Timmy Turner. Y'all must shiny teeth in me, shiny teeth.
You know what?
Yeah.
I just said that, the part that was most funny to me, I thought to myself, yeah, that is like little back energy, because so there's nothing like when you eat something good and then it's like, I got a little in my teeth and you got to get a toothpick or you got to pick it with it and get it out. And it's like part of the process.
Yes.
Of having a good meal. You know that meal was good.
You know.
So I'm thinking to myself like, why would you do that? That's just it's too quick. It's the purpose instead of like working.
It's too quick. You just sparked something with me though, because there are times when I eat like popcorn or something and maybe you don't have a toothpick. When I feel something in my teeth, I would love the chance to brush. Like, man, I just want to brush my teeth right now. I have had those moments after I've eaten certain meals where I feel like the stuff in between and my tongue just can't get it out. I'm like, dang, if I could just brush this right now, it'd make my whole life better.
It's part of the process.
I hate it.
So
I hate it. I don't want it.
Just thinking of that, I was like, nah, I guess that is big back energy. But I will say, because I know that was our last one. I will say too though, but I also haven't had I'm not a cavity prone person either. So even with my practices or whatever practices you guys have, if it doesn't imperil your life,
right,
then hey, it's okay.
That is good.
Whatever you do. The only time I've gotten like hecka cavities is when I've been like, I have kids, because your teeth deteriorate and they really strongly encourage women and pregnant or at breastfeeding or whatever to continue to go with your dental checkups because all the vitamins that you have that go to your teeth and all these other places, they're going to baby. So those are the only times when my body physically wasn't producing what it needed to for me anymore into a child, and said that's the only time where I've had cavities. I think when I was a kid, I went all the way to I think 20.
Interesting.
Before I even had a cavity.
Yeah. Very interesting. I saw a little video about how basically a baby is a parasite. Like they were making a lot of connections, and I was like, man, that do kind of sound like a little invading creature. Get him out of there.
They suck up everything. They put in your belly. They push all your organs around. They suck up all your minerals. You get whatever is left, and the rest of your body is basically being
just a husk. You're just an empty husk of a life. That's good. But there are many more on this list. I maybe even another. Maybe I'll come back to this one because there are a lot that I would love to dive into. I'm like, oh yeah, that's interesting. Okay. But that's gonna do it for That's Weird. I think we all had a few things like, oh, that is weird. That's weird, girl. I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know, but. If y'all thought any of these hygiene habits were weird or strange, let us know that in the comments. If you think you do something that is weird or strange and you feel like sharing for the world to judge, then feel free as well. It was just a little insight on That's Weird, Hygiene Edition.
And thank you guys just for engaging with us. Love the comments, and like Richie, thank you so much for telling us some of your practices and everything like that too, because y'all already know
it makes it more fun.
Together.
And it might not be that weird. You might find that someone else does the exact same thing you do, or you might find that you are the lone wolf in this parade. So and that's good too. It's good to have some light shed on all aspects of it. But that's gonna do it for us today, guys. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next week at 11. We did really good today, by the way. We started almost on time, but we're gonna get it right.
We did it.
Be good. Bye.
Bye.